And so we'll begin this evening with Colleen, who is here with Fort Riley Public Affairs, and she is going to talk to you about some of the opportunities that they have available. So Colleen, are you ready?
I am. So I don't know that I'll talk for a full 7 minutes, but I work here at Fort Riley in the Public Affairs Office. And our role is both external communication to local media, all of our social media. We have an app, we have our website, we write stories, we take pictures, we do podcasts, we do newsletters, we do a lot of different things to just basically inform our various audiences of the things that are, important, both that our bosses want them to know. And a lot of times, I like to think that we're writing to Aunt Bess in Nebraska, who has a nephew here at Fort Riley. So we have to make sure that they understand the government lingo that goes with that. But we also have a whole lot of other jobs here at Fort Riley. As far as marketing goes, our Directorate of Morale, Welfare, and Recreation, or Family Morale, Welfare, and Recreation, they do all of the cool programs, child and youth services, daycare centers, youth centers, all the really neat recreational activities here on post. And so they have a whole team that markets all of those events as well. We do live streams. We work in coordination with them. And if you've ever been interested in working with the federal government, there's a couple of ways to do that. There are internship opportunities that are paid, but you actually have to go to usajobs.gov and find those, just like you would any other federal service job. There are funded, appropriated funds positions. That's what I have. Those are the GS ones you hear about. And then there's non-appropriated funds positions as well. I will tell you that our minimum wage for a child care worker here is $15 an hour. So you can imagine, that it'll go up considerably depending on the level of education and experience that a person would have and the job that they're looking for. Again, all of our positions are posted at usajobs.gov. However, our internships that are local, that are not paid, what we do with that, most of the time we'll work with the college to provide educational credit for those individuals. And we register them in our volunteer management system here, VMIS, and that gives them hour for hour federal service credit that can actually be listed on a federal resume and will count toward federal service experience. So those are some of the ways that here at Fort Riley we can help leverage. If communications and marketing isn't your thing, but you've got something else that you're really interested in, we've got a lot of different organizations on this post that have already built internship programs and have worked with Kansas State University to provide those opportunities. So other than that, unless there's any other questions.
I had a question. So if people are hoping to kind of participate, if they are coming at this from the communication standpoint and they are interested in some of those opportunities, what would be the best way for students to connect with you or the appropriate person for that, since those aren't really listed on USA Jobs?
They can go to our webpage or they can email me. And I know you guys have my email contact information. If you go to our webpage and put the contact us, that will send to our group email box and we'll be able to get back with you.
So they would go like to the Fort Riley Public Affairs and go to contact us. Okay. And so I've posted the
Fort Riley. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much for sharing that, Colleen. And I hope for those of you that are interested in more of those opportunities with Fort Riley Public Affairs or Fort Riley broadly, will speak with her more during the breakout time. So, so next, I think we will move on to Megan Barron with HCI Hospitality. Megan, are you ready to go?
I am ready, and thank you. You're one of the few that pronounce my last name correctly, so I applaud you. I appreciate that. So I'm Megan Barron from HCI Hospitality. I do the recruiting for all of their brands. So we are founded in 2002. We are one of the fastest growing multi-brand management companies in the Midwest. We strive to provide a fun and friendly home away from home where our guests feel like family. We are based in Manhattan, Kansas. HCI is no stranger to homegrown Midwest hospitality. We maintain a diverse portfolio. We operate over 40 quick service Freddy's frozen custard and steak burgers restaurants across the United States, as well as 3 award-winning local restaurants in the Manhattan and Junction City area. Most recently, though, which is our more exciting brand that's coming in, is we've added Booth Creek Wagyu, providing Wagyu beef locally through its innovative meat market and sampling kitchen, as well as nationwide through its e-commerce platform. Booth Creek Wagyu is a recent startup of Wagyu beef company located in the Flint Hills. Let's see. It's established in 2020. Its headquarters resides in Manhattan, so that's where our main office is. It's actually right across the street from HCI. The vision of Booth Creek Wagyu is to become the leading direct-to-consumer premium meat company in the U.S. by leveraging its strategic advantages of raising and feeding Wagyu cattle. They're very proud of the feeding to the fork process. There's no layers in the middle there. Currently, we have 2 intern positions open for Booth Creek Wagyu. We have an accounting intern and a data analytics intern. Both positions will be working through the BCW office, primarily for the BCW brand. However, there is always the opportunity to come over and meet us at HCI and see what we have going on over there across the street. We are looking for great local talent. This is not a remote position, so we are hoping that there's availability throughout the summer. We offer our interns part-time paid positions. Throughout the years, we've had multiple interns at HCI Hospitality. Many of those interns are now full-time employees, so there's definitely potential for growth, which is exciting. Yeah, again, data analytics and accounting. It's always great if you have an agricultural background because we do have our own ranch, so that's always kind of a fun mix. So we're not just looking for, you know, a straight up accounting intern, but if you have like a business ag background or any form of ag background, interest in statistics, we do require that you at least take 1 accounting class just so you have some accounting experience. But we are definitely really excited about these opportunities and the Booth Creek Wagyu brand just growing. So that's about all I have, but if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, that's great. So are some of these positions I've listed in the chat, I've posted your handshake link and on your website, and is that the best way for students to find out about those in either of those places?
Yes, so you can go to HCI Hospitality as well, and you can go to the Join Our Team tab, and that's where you can also explore all of our other brands and kind of get a more, you know, further intake look on the other brands that we have, and then just click on the Booth Creek Wagyu, and both positions should be listed there as well.
That's great. Well, again, thank you very much. And students, again, Megan will be available to talk to you more in the breakout session after this. So thank you, Megan. So I think now we have Claire with JNT. Claire, if you're ready.
Hi, everyone. So yeah, I'm just going to share my screen real fast. Hopefully we'll get that going. Oh, okay. All right, great. Can you see my screen okay?
Sure can. Thank you.
Perfect. So hi, everyone. So my name is Claire and I am with JNT Company. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about our Empower internship opportunity for students. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys as I just graduated from K-State in May with a degree in marketing. And I was an Empower intern myself in the summer of 2022. And now I work full-time for JNT. So first, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about who JNT is. So we are a full service marketing agency right there in Manhattan, Kansas. We specialize in a variety of different marketing and software solutions. Specifically, we specialize in web development. for our custom websites and our small business websites. And then we also do app development for web and mobile apps. We do digital advertising for a variety of clients on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, Instagram. We have video production services that we offer to help businesses bring their story to life. And then some of those are on TV advertisements and YouTube and various channels. Then we also do graphic design service, as well as we have on-call partnerships with businesses for brand and marketing strategy. So our mission here is to just be providing the foundation on which impactful solutions are built. And this mission just really drives our customer focused on all of our projects to really focus on clients and what they need and how we can bring their ideas to life. So yeah. So now I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Empower. So it is a summer internship program for students. We kind of have two different areas of Empower. We have marketing and communications, and then we also have a computer science focus. So if you know anyone who, or you are interested in computer science, we also have that area of the internship. But today I'm going to focus mainly on marketing and communications. So Empower is a 5-week-long program that is right here in Manhattan, Kansas. The dates for the summer are May 20th through June 21st. And so Empower is really built on having students get real experience in the industry that they want to work in. They get to work with actual clients and local companies here in Manhattan and have really be able to build an actual portfolio of things that they get to do themselves, as well as building just real skills that they can use in the real world that maybe they learned in the classroom. So that is just a huge part of our Empower experience. And we really like to tailor the program to the interns that we have that summer. So it can be a very tailored experience for what area of marketing or communications that you want to focus in. And then also there's lots of networking opportunities that we have throughout the internship just to meet with local business leaders, various clients, as well as you get to kind of bond and connect more with your other interns as we hire quite a few interns in both areas of marketing and computer science. So yeah. Here's a few reasons why you should apply for Empower. So first, as I mentioned, you get real life experience. For marketing, your main project is you get to create a website from scratch for a local business. So you get to meet with that business, find their needs, and then create that website for them. And for me, that was just a really rewarding experience of getting to have a direct impact on a business and kind of get to see that flourish. You'll also have side projects throughout the time. You can learn about brand strategy, digital ads, video production. You get to manage social media and various other things. As I said, we really try to tailor that experience. The second reason is you get to work on meaningful projects. As I mentioned, you get to actually work with somebody that's one of our clients and actually get to put something out there for them that'll help their business. The third reason is it is a local opportunity. If you want to stay in Manhattan, this internship allows you to do so. And also there are opportunities after the internship for part-time or full-time employment, as that is what I did. I was an intern and then I went part-time through my senior year of college, and then I went full-time after I graduated. The fourth reason is you get to have lots of supportive mentorship from our whole team. So you get to really understand what it's like to work in an agency, as we all, as I like to say, have different hats. We do a variety of different things in an agency for our many industries and clients that we work with. And so just helping you understand the different things and kind of find what you're passionate about, as there's lots of different areas to explore. And then lastly, we like to have lots of fun events and networking. So we do various things throughout that get us out of the office, bond with our coworkers and our other interns. And so that's always just lots of fun. So here I have some of our pictures that we have from the past couple of years of Empower. As you can see, some of the fun things we've done. We've gone bowling, axe throwing. We go to Kansas City and go to a Royals game. We do escape rooms, mini golf, brewing tours, if you're of age, and then lots of different other things. So there's also some pictures in here of more of our professional settings. So you get to present to your client at the end of the internship. So So now how to apply. So you can go to jntcompany.com/empower, or you can grab your phone and you can scan this QR code right now. Hopefully that works for you. And then on that Empower website, there's an apply button and you can fill out the form, attach your resume right there. So some desired qualifications we have for this internship is to currently be enrolled in a bachelor's degree program, to have earned at least 6 credit hours related to marketing, communications, or computer science, and authorized to work in the US. And so, yeah, lastly, if you have any questions or want to know any more information, you can reach out to me directly. That is my email there. And then also our Empower email is listed there as well to go to a variety of our team members. And then there's our website as well to apply. And then you can also just check out more about us. And then there's our address and our phone number as well. So, yeah. I think I got pretty close to time, so if you have any questions, we can talk in the breakout room.
Thank you so much, Claire. Appreciate that. Yes, definitely. Students follow up with Claire and all the other employers that'll be participating in the breakout rooms. Now I think we've got Alicia from Seaboard Foods. Alicia, are you ready to go?
Well, sure. Let me pull up and share my screen here. You're gonna see my family for just a minute. Don't mind them.
Lovely. All
All
right.
right, are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I am with Seaboard Foods. We are an American-owned pork production company, and our headquarters is in Kansas City, but we operate in 5 different states. So we are in Oklahoma, Kansas, Texas, Colorado, and Iowa. So we have opportunities all across the board since we are a vertically integrated business. So we have farm operations, plant production, feed milling, transportation, truck washes, kind of everything that it would take to run a pork production company. We definitely have that. So as far as business opportunities, in what we have for students, we focus primarily for our management trainee programs and our internships around, one of them would be supply chain. So working with and learning about our supply chain and what it takes to, run our product everywhere, get the items that we need from the farms to the plant to corporate, all the way out to our distribution centers. So we learn a lot about the different supply chain cycles, and we're looking for, majors in supply chain or logistics to kind of work around in that area as well. So just a little bit about what our supply chain goals are. It's up on the screen. You guys can read, so I won't read it all to you. But it's definitely a great opportunity. This position is located out of our Kansas City office. Our supply chain is, again, works with our farms. They work with the different plant, our sales department, and also our customers. So we ship our product to further processors, retail stores, restaurants, and also all over the world. So supply chain works closely with our sales team as well. Our sales team is also housed in Kansas City. But we do have opportunities to go into different areas after you finish a management trainee program, depending on what avenue of sales that you really enjoy or want to go into. But again, it's based out of Kansas City. We have plants located. Our main plant for Seaboard Foods is in Guymon, Oklahoma. So we're out here in the Oklahoma Panhandle. But we also partner with Triumph Foods. And then we have our Seaboard Triumph Foods that we partner together for that plant as well. And our sales team sells the product for all 3 of those plants, as well as our Dailies bacon. Okay. The different sales channels we work with are retail, export, food service, and further processors. So as a sales position, when you come in, you're going to be learning about all of those different areas and all of those channels. Our management trainee position for the sales does take about 8 to 12 months just to go through the process, because we really want to make sure that you understand the product, where it comes from, and why it's so good. So it's definitely important to know that information if you're selling the product. Just a little bit about where our retail volumes come from. And these are our different sales structures or the areas that you go into. So I mentioned that we start in Kansas City, but then you're able to go out into the different branches. So you could represent any part of the country. We do have some sales team that work remote from different areas. And then our sales team in Kansas City works a hybrid structure. Some of the products that we're selling and that you'll see in the grocery stores. We do have our Prairie Fresh is our label that we do sell our product under. And then our bacon is under the Dailies label. To apply, you can simply just shoot me an email, or you can also go onto our website and apply for any of our management trainee positions. If you don't see a management trainee position that's tailored directly to your major or what your interest is, go ahead and apply to one of them. They all come to me. And I do give every college student that applies an interview. So I'll call and we'll find out what that best area is. If we don't have a position that's posted for you, it doesn't mean that we can't have one. So we'll kind of see what your interests are. We'll talk to the hiring managers and see if we're able to create a position in that area. So even if you don't see something that might fit your needs, go ahead and apply anyway. And then we can see what we can do for you. Internships are not available this summer, but they are for next summer. So if you're a freshman, sophomore, or junior, go ahead and contact me as well to talk about those internship opportunities. And I'd love to talk to you.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. And yes, students definitely follow up with Alicia once we get to the breakout session. I believe the final organization that we have with us this evening is Assured Partners. Chet, are you available and ready to
Yes.
talk to students?
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking forward to it.
Perfect.
All right, do I start whenever?
You can start whenever you
Yeah.
like. I don't know,
Sounds
do you have slides you're
Yeah,
sharing?
sure.
or-
Sure, let me pull up some slides. I'll share my screen here.
Okay, perfect. Great, we can see those.
Okay, sounds good. So my name is Chet Redstone. I work with Assured Partners. I am actually still a student at K-State, but I'm very fortunate that I've been able to get a lot of professional experience throughout my time working with Assured Partners. I started interning with them my sophomore year of college, and I've actually worked through a few positions, worked through some different learning, and spent my summers and school years just developing professionally. And now I have an opportunity here to present to you all as an ambassador for Assured Partners. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to tell you all a little bit about what Assured Partners is. We're a brokerage, and we're a brokerage, and the most important part about us is in our name. It's partnership. So we are focused on all of our relationships that we have with our carriers. We are focused on the relationships that we have with the consumers, and the relationships that we have within our internally. So we have a lot of different verticals that we work with, industries that we work in, as well as carriers and support centers that all support our core business model. These are just a few facts about what Assured Partners is. As a brokerage, we are the 5th largest in property and casualty in the US, 11th largest as a brokerage. We're in 35 different states, 250 cities, 4 countries, and the list just keeps going. But we really are in a lot of different places, and it provides a lot of different reach for our consumers. We have just recently reached over 10,000 team members. It's been a huge and significant development in our company. We were founded in 2011, so this has all happened in just a little over a decade. And so we're really proud to be reaching around $2.5 billion in annual revenue. Now, these are some of the verticals that we work in. What we do is we provide brokerage solutions to all of these different industries. We connect with businesses in these industries, and we consult them on their property and casualty insurance. We consult on their employee benefits, and we then provide these products after connecting them with the proper insurance providers. So those 3 categories, like I was just mentioning, were property and casualty. That's looking at the assets and the property of a business and what it takes to insure that and protect that, manage that risk. Then employee benefits, that's ultimately serving the employees of the businesses that we work with. So that is designing healthcare plans, all your dental, your 401k, things like that. We're, packaging those deals and providing that and educating employees on what that means. And then third, we also have personal lines of insurance. So our sales team also work to supply individual consumers and manage their assets and manage their risk. This is kind of how our company is divided between those three lines. 61% is property and casualty. That's our largest factor. And then about a third is employee benefits. Personal lines represent a pretty small portion of our business. So that's kind of who Assured Partners is. I'll add a little bit about what my experience has been like, because I've interned now for 2 years with Assured Partners. The thing that stood out with me is open channels. Throughout my internship, I have reached out to different departments to work on a project for them, or maybe learn a little bit about data analytics. I have rotated through different positions, so I've been able to spend some time learning about sales. I've been able to spend some time learning about employee benefits. And then third, now that I am approaching full-time employment, I've had opportunities to reach out to all different parts of the country and all different departments to find where I'm going to fit best within the company, because ultimately they know how to prioritize talent, and that means finding where that talent is best, not where they need it most. And so it's been really impressive to know that they care most about what you want in your career and about where you're going to succeed. I'm going to swap over here to give you a little highlight about two other things that are really crucial to our company. One is who you are, and your identity is really critical. To us, that means that we have employee resource groups. This is a little page about it. Our employee resource groups are our Pride Group, our Women's Coalition, our LEAD, our Latinx, Black Alliance, AAPI, and Veterans Collective. These are groups that meet maybe weekly, monthly, annually. They are employee-led, but company-funded. And that means that they have the power and resources to do a lot of things. And it's just really impacted my development. I've been able to be a part of the LEAD one, which has connected me with people in similar careers, where I was able to, learn from some of their practices, maybe learn what really helped them find success in their company. And then the second thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to swap over here to where you can find opportunities at Assured Partners. If you're interested, just look up Assured Partners early career. I'm going to scroll down here to open positions. And so for tonight, I might just go ahead and search in here like communication intern. We are hiring hundreds of interns across the nation. I think last year we had about 190 interns. So let's see. So here's some different internship positions. And it's not only going to highlight just the title, it's also you can also search it by responsibilities. So if communications is your strength or marketing is your strength, you can just type that in and we're going to help you find what's best. So I think that really has covered everything. Were there any questions about Assured Partners or my experience? Otherwise, I will pass the floor back on to Mary.
Yeah, thank you so much, Chet, for sharing that. And it's fun to have the perspective of somebody who's currently a student and managing all of this as well. And so definitely students, take time to talk with Chet if you have an interest in their organization. I think I love these pitch nights because they are focused in a certain discipline area like business and communications, but you can see from listening to all of these diverse array of opportunities, it's really great to see how you can kind of employ those communication skills and the business knowledge in a wide range of areas. And so I hope students that you're finding this inspiring. I'm finding it inspiring on your behalf. So before we break out into the breakout rooms, I just wanted to encourage students to participate in those. This is really a chance in an informal kind of way to have a conversation with an organization, ask some questions, learn some things. So, don't feel like you have to be in full polished mode to have these conversations. I think it's really just a chance to make a connection and learn a few things. And that's really the goal of all of this evening. So I hope you will stick around. My colleague is probably working on kind of building those breakout rooms, and they'll let me know in a minute when those are ready. You probably will be able to see them once they're activated. I will say something out loud, but it might take just a minute in the meantime. I don't know, I guess while we're kind of waiting for them to work on that behind the scenes, thank goodness I'm not in charge of the technology part of it. But I wondered if any of our employers that are on this evening had any words of advice for students about kind of getting over those initial nerves when you have to, come to either a networking event or a career fair and making that first approach, and any tips for people about how to get started. Does anybody want to add anything to that at all?
I would maybe add one thing briefly.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, in my experience, what has really helped my confidence as, a student searching, has just been using questions as a tool. When you ask someone a question, now they're focused on answering the question. I think it's an easy way to take pressure off of you and to kind of flip that spotlight around. So the more questions you ask, the less you have to worry.
Yeah, great. I love that. Great advice. Anyone else have anything that they'd like to share?
I think it is really easy to talk yourself out of something, right? To talk yourself out of asking for a position or out of asking about possible positions. And my advice to my folks here has always been, let the people who get paid to say no. You go ahead and ask.
Perfect. I love that. Yes, I think we all have those little voices in our head that sometimes discourage us a bit. So this is a great opportunity to jump in. And I'm told from my colleague Liz that I think we're ready to go with the breakout rooms. So those will get activated. They'll say the name of the organization. And again, you can just join any that have vacancies, or even if they have multiple people, you're welcome to join, and then you can freely switch. You'll probably, when you leave the breakout room, you'll come back to the central room, and then you can just take a second and pick the next room that you want to go into. And so there's no time limit on and we end this totally at 7, but you can stay as long as you like in any of the breakout rooms and have conversations and mingle around. So we'll get that going here in just a moment. I believe you'll see the breakout rooms. If they don't do a pop-up, there should be at the bottom of your screen next to the share screen, there'll be a little icon for breakout rooms once that's activated.
Yes. So for our representatives, you'll automatically be sent over to your room. So as I open them now, it's going to automatically take you over there. And then for students, you should be able to see all 5 of those breakout rooms and join as you are able.
I'm not seeing the breakout rooms, interestingly enough.
Okay, let me try closing them maybe and reopening them and just seeing if maybe something went wrong there. So sorry, everyone. Let me do that really quickly. So sorry, all. We are having some issues with the breakout rooms. Just give me a few seconds to get that fixed. Are those rooms visible to participants now?
Oh, yes, I see them. So students, if you go, if you can see share screen at the bottom, and then on my screen, it says record, show captions, and there's a little kind of like a clover leaf that says breakout rooms. If you click that, then you should be able to find them. If anyone's having trouble, let us know. Should be towards the bottom of your screen in kind of a clover leaf area there, breakout rooms, then you have to select it. And you're welcome to join any that have others in them too, so. Are you finding what you're looking for, AKM? Oh,
There you go.
perfect.
Lots of
Thank you.
interest.